Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome back to Needs of Children. We are discussing about 9th standard English medium social science, in that history, chapter number 4, continued part of Vijayanagara and Bahumani kingdom. In the previous session, we get the information about who are the four important dynasties established the Vijayanagara kingdom. Among that, Sangama, Saluva, Tulava, Aravidu. In that, the first dynasty, Sangama, the famous rulers like Harihara first, Bhukkaraya, Harihara second, Praudadevaraya. So these are the very important rulers, their contributions, how they are extended their kingdom. These are all the very important concepts we are discussed in the previous class. Let's come to we are going to be get one more very important ruler, the famous ruler of this dynasty, name called as Krishnadevaraya. Yes, Krishnadevaraya, he ascended the throne in the year 1509, ruled up to 1529. As he was the son of Narasanayaka, belongs to Tulava dynasty, and he was the son of a second wife, name called as Nagalambika. Krishnadevaraya was considered as the most famous king among the rulers of the Vijayanagara Empire. During his rule, the Vijayanagara Empire reached the pinnacle of glory. So comparable of world famous rulers like Ashoka, Samudragupta and Harshavardhana. Such a wonderful ruler belongs to Vijayanagara kingdom, name called as Krishnadevaraya. Has he ruled over 20 years in his administration system. When he came to power, the kingdom was facing various complicated internal and external problems. So those are all we cannot simply unimaginable. Like the Europeans who had arrived through new sea routes to India, and they are trying to establishing their colonies. In the other hand, the Mughals in the north were trying to expand their kingdom towards the south. Even the 5 Shahi kingdoms of Bahumani dynasty became powerful sultanates and plunged into war against the Krishnadevaraya. So in these condition, there will be a local rulers like kings of Ummatturu and Orissa were the constant source of threat for the Krishnadevaraya. In this critical condition, Krishnadevaraya ascended the throne. Even though he has given the wonderful contributions, let's come to what are the very important and the military achievements of Krishnadevaraya. As according to the words of Robert Sewell about the Krishnadevaraya, like Krishnadevaraya was an unparalleled warrior, shrewd commander and a political expert. Such a wonderful appreciation words were used by Robert Sewell. He won all the wars and expanded his empire in South India. By the time Krishnadevaraya ascended the throne, the law and order situation of Vijayanagara Empire had worsened due to the internal rivalries. So that the reign between 1510 to 1521 CE are filled with longer sieges, war and victories. So he undertook 14 major wars in his time of 20 years of administration system. These wars were waged against Bahumani, Adil Shahi of Bijapura, Nizam Shahi of Ahmednagar, Qutub Shahi of Golconda, Gajapati of Orissa and other chieftains. With these he fought the continuous war by Krishnadevaraya. In the year 1509, Yusuf Adil Shahi organized a combined attack of Adil Shahi dynasties on Vijayanagara. Adil Shahi of Bijapur died in this attack. During this time, Krishnadevaraya annexed, captured the Doab region of Rayachuru. Here, Doab means the area which belongs to two rivers, Tunga Bhadra. So that is the Doab region means the area between the region between two rivers. So of Rayachuru, that area was captured by Krishnadevaraya after the death of Yusuf Adil Shahi. Then Krishnadevaraya liberated Muhammad Shah and made him the king of Bahumani kingdom. Hence he got the title name called as Yavana Rajya Pratishtapanacharya. Krishnadevaraya liberated the Muhammad Shah and made him the king of Bahumani kingdom. As a result of that, Krishnadevaraya earned the title name called as Yavana Rajya Pratishtapanacharya, the title which was earned by Krishnadevaraya. These wars destroyed the power of Bahumani. So completely Krishnadevaraya destroyed the power of Bahumani kingdoms. Then he took under a war on Gangaraya, the chieftain of Ummatturu. Then this part was made a part of Srirangapatana. So like this, such a wonderful achievements has been executed by Krishnadevaraya. Among the wars waged by Krishnadevaraya, the war with Gajapati of Orissa is a very important, because this war took place from 1512 to 1518 CE. With that war, Krishnadevaraya captured the Kondavedu, Vijayawada and Kondapalli places. These were part of Gajapati Rudra Pratapa Devaru's kingdom's southern parts. So the areas of Kondavedu, Vijayawada and Kondapalli, these are all the places were belongs to Gajapati Rudra Pratapa Devaru's kingdoms. Those are all the places were conquered by Krishnadevaraya. As Gajapati surrendered and got his daughter married to Krishnadevaraya. After surrendered Gajapati, he gave his daughter to Krishnadevaraya. In the year 1520 CE, he captured Rayachuru from Adil Shahi of Bijapur. A tough battle took place between Vijayanagara and Bijapur for Rayachur. Portuguese supported to Vijayanagara to capture the Rayachuru fort. During his reign, the Vijayanagara kingdom extended from river Godavari and river Krishna from the northern part of India to Indian Ocean in the south, and whereas Arabian Sea in the west, Bay of Bengal in the east. Up to the kingdom it has been extended by Krishnadevaraya. So these are the very important military achievements has been achieved by Krishnadevaraya. Let's come to some of the very important literary contribution has been provided by Krishnadevaraya. Krishnadevaraya was not only a skilled warrior but also an able administrator. Even he very much interested in the field of literature. Himself he is a great scholar as well as poet. His Telugu work named called as Amukta Malyada reveals the shrewdness he possessed in the matters of state. He provided irrigation facilities for the expansion of agriculture. Even with the friendship of Portuguese, he increased the foreign trade also, as he abolished the tax on marriages. And he was a great patron of art, literature and religions. So that there were 8 Telugu poets in his court name called as Ashtadiggajas. So as you all know that the Ashtadiggajas, 8 Telugu poets, and Krishnadevaraya was a poet himself and wrote the play, drama name called as Jambavati Kalyana in the Sanskrit language. So among that, the 8 Telugu poets name called as Allasani Peddanna, Nandi Timmanna, Durjuti, Tenali Ramakrishna, Madayya Gari Mallanna, Ayyala Rayya Ramba Rudrudu, Suranna, Rama Raja Bhushunudu. So these are the very important Telugu poets. They are in the court of the Krishnadevaraya, name called as Ashtadiggajas. But even he gave not only the contribution in the field of literature, even art and architecture also has been wonderful contribution has been provided by Krishnadevaraya. He constructed Krishna temple at Hampi. Along with many temples, he erected Maharangamantapa in Virupaksha temple at Hampi, and also many other temples were constructed by Krishnadevaraya. As these are all the major contributions has been provided by Krishnadevaraya. Even the Portuguese travelers name called as Fayaz and Barbosa have appreciated the dignity and ability of Krishnadevaraya, during whose the time people of religions they enjoyed the religious freedom of the Krishnadevaraya. Such a wonderful religious tolerance having by the Krishnadevaraya. So that is about the contributions of Krishnadevaraya in the field of literature as well as architecture. At last, the very important, the tragedy, the fall of Vijayanagara Empire. So how this concept, how the fall of Vijayanagara kingdom took place. Let's come to the fall of Vijayanagara Empire. After Krishnadevaraya, Achyutaraya and Sadashivaraya came to the throne. Even Krishnadevaraya's son-in-law, name called as Ramaraya, who belongs to Aravidu dynasty, handled the administration in an able manner. Such a after the Krishnadevaraya, somehow the able administration was provided by son-in-law of Krishnadevaraya, name called as Ramaraya, who belongs to Aravidu dynasty. Although Ramaraya had improved the prestige the kingdom by waging many wars during his 23 years of reign, many foes, nothing but enemies, had sprung up against the Vijayanagara. So counteracting to the frequent attacks by the Deccan Shahi Sultans, Ramaraya had occupied Vijayapura and Golconda forts. So this had provoked the sultans to wage war against the Ramaraya. So finally, the Deccan sultans, who were envious of the progress and prosperity of the Vijayanagara Empire, they forgot their political differences and united in the name of their religion. As a result of this, the very important battle, name called as the Battle of Rakkasathangadi, that took place in the year 1565. One of the decisive battles in the history of Vijayanagara kingdom. With the fall of this large empire, the politics of South India changed drastically. There were internal clashes for the power after the death of Krishnadevaraya. Another cycle of violence started with the death of Achyutaraya, who had succeeded Krishnadevaraya, though Sadashivaraya came to power. The power was in the hands of Ramaraya, his son-in-law. Though Ramaraya could extend the kingdom by waging many wars, it created the new enemies. His move made the Deccan Sultans to get united. Finally, in the year 1565, the united army of four kingdoms mounted an attack of Vijayanagara, like Bahmani Sultanates, Bijapur, Ahmadnagar, Golkond, Qutub Shahi, Berar, and Bidar. They are made an attack on Ramaraya's army, was defeated in the battle, and Ramaraya was died. The victorious army of Deccan Sultans plundered the glorious kingdom of Vijayanagara. As a result of this, the capital became ruined. Later, the Aravidu dynasty ruled from Penagonda, Chandragiri, and finally Vellore till 1646. Later on, the chieftains of Mysuru, Keladi, and Chitradurga in Karnataka, they declared himself as a independent rulers. And in Mysuru rulers, they provided wonderful administration system. They continued in the part of the Mysuru. This is the glorious kingdom. It is come to an end with the last ruler name called as the Aliya Ramaraya, the son-in-law of Aliya Krishnadevaraya Ramaraya. Thus, the battle of Rakkasa Tangadi became the end of Vijayanagara kingdom. So that's it about the today's session. I hope you have understood till now what we are discussed. In case of if you having any doubts related to till now what we are discussed, you can comment in the comment box. I will solve your doubts and I will come back with the next video. Until, keep watching my channel. Thank you. See you in the next session. Bye bye. Take care.